Welcome, welcome, welcome
to another episode of ChatBout Toronto. I'm your girl, Miss T.
And I'm your girl, Malizia, aka Black Rose.
Yes.
How are you doing, girl?
I'm doing good. I am doing well. I don't like to complain. No, but overall, yeah, I'm doing pretty good.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I think we should just...
All things considered, right?
All things considered, we are still in a pandemic.
Yeah. But we still here.
Yeah.
we alive. We COVID free.
Right?
And we,
Right? Do you know how many people I know got COVID?
Really?
I know a few. I would say within my 10 fingers that got COVID.
Oh man, I know people have gotten it, but they've been distant people, not people in my immediate circle or anybody that I know personally. It's like somebody's mother or somebody else's cousin or auntie or whatever. Like, and sometimes they're not even here. Like, I have people in New York and different places, but I mean, yeah, it's been affecting people, So all things considered, we're good.
I would say
we're healthy
so.
And we're here and we're happy and.
Yes. And I guess this is a perfect segue to talk about the topic that we're going to be talking about today.
Dating. And the many aspects and stages of dating.
Yes.
So for all of our usual followers and viewers, you guys know we talk about everything mostly related to dating, sex, dating, relationships, women's issues, all those kind of things. But dating is primarily what kicked off this whole show was our experiences as, in the dating scene in Toronto. So we decided to dedicate a whole show to going through, because that's something that we found. Like, a lot of people have different ideas of what the different stages of dating what they are and what they mean. So we decided to kind of break it down, do a little investigating and finding out what the different stages of dating are.
Right.
And, what fits into what stage.
Yes.
So far.
Right. Currently, I'm not dating. So.
Me neither.
Oh, I'm not dating. You're not dating. We're both not dating.
We're not dating.
But I feel like.
Mostly because it's COVID.
Yeah, it's
because we cannot go on a date.
But
it's gonna be a Netflix and chill date.
It's true. And some men in the city love that type of date.
I know there's a lot of guys in the city who are like, yes.
Right?
When we're on lockdown, yes.
Oh, I can bring some weed. I can bring some weed and I'll bring you a little bit of alcohol. Let's get this party started.
Are you gonna cook? You're gonna cook, right?
Oh, we can do Uber Eats.
We can Uber Eats.
Because everything prices are slashed. Everything is slashed. All even you know what I mean? So you have the option to do those type of things. Because remember, Cam did tell us that to try the online dating and pick up the guy. And we haven't. Cam is actually one of our listeners, and she keeps on. She actually messaged me and she said she's still waiting on an update.
From the online dating?
She did ask us to see our experience. She did say that
since last year. She asked us to do that, and we never did it. We were supposed to do that throughout last summer, and we just never got to it. I have friends, too, who have been telling me, you know what, especially during the whole COVID season, they, the Bumbles and the Tinders and all that kind of stuff. I have, went on it for a brief moment and came right the hell off, because I just found it was just too many messages, too many freaks, just too much all at once. I was like, you know what, it's a whole lot of people to sift through. I was like,
it's too much, right?
It's a lot. So I jumped right off of it. But a friend of mine who recently told me that she's dating this guy that she had found on Bumble, and she's like, it's different now because of COVID.
Right.
Because we've been forced into a situation where we're not able to go out, we're not able to socialize the way we normally do. Mm-hmm. Most people and serious people are taking to online dating. So before, where you would find those apps had a lot of creeps just looking to hook up, now you're finding more professionals, more just everyday regular people who are just really looking for relationships. And so she was like, go back on and see what you find. And I'm like, sure, okay, yeah, of course. And I didn't. I still did it, but I don't know what it is. I can't. Back in the day, online dating was it was viewed as you were desperate and all these kind of things. But I don't have those views, and I don't think anyone has those views anymore, because we recognize now that people are busy, there's less to do. And we just don't always have time to socialize and meet people.
Right.
But I still there's something still blocking me
from doing it. I think I'm the same as you. I did join Bumble, and I think I joined Plenty of Fish.
Oh God.
And I just
got fucking.
I know. I got off both of them because I was only getting old white men, and I'm not trying to date some old white man. And I find that they were perverted, and it wasn't. I guess you have to sift through
a whole lot,
and there wasn't that many. I didn't really see that many black men on Bumble, and when there were black men on Bumble, their comments were like, not looking for a serious relationship. Yes. So you know what it is. Like
because they married and they are just playing.
Can I just ask, why would you even, if you were married, like why would you even have the confidence to post your picture on these things and message people and say these things? Like why?
I don't know. Maybe they know that their wives are not tech savvy.
Oh, and maybe and they're not going to think about it. That's true. That's true.
They probably won't go on those apps and stuff, so they could. It's like, they could run amok and nobody would know, kind of thing. But this is a small city, honey, and people talk and people screenshot.
That's so. If you saw my phone and the amount of screenshots that I have on my phone, it's nothing but bacchanal.
I love a screenshot. And I love a screen record. Hello.
We have to make sure we keep our information tight. You have to. Even sometimes I go through my camera roll and I'm looking and I'm like, hey, I still have this mix up. But you know what I'm trying to say? But I have heard, you're right, I have heard a few success stories.
Yeah.
Through COVID. I know a few people who just started dating people at the beginning of COVID. And they started.
Sorry, I didn't turn off my phone.
Yeah. So I have met some people, like I know some people who've actually had success stories during COVID.
Really?
Baby, relationships, just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful love.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I'm the one that's the problem, if I'm the one that's blocking it, because I don't know. But I have seen some really cute men on Clubhouse. The quality of men on Clubhouse.
Now you just opened up a whole lot of females are going to be like, yo, I got to get a Clubhouse now.
Listen,
I'm on Clubhouse and I'm not active on Clubhouse.
I don't, when they asked me to join the conversation, I said, dismiss. I just came to Mako. I came to be nosy. That's it. I'm not here to have no conversation. Right? I'm not here to fight. I just want to see what's going on. And so what I do is sometimes just say there's like a conversation happening. Yeah. I just go into
at the members in the convo and read on their whole profile.
And then they have the link to their social media.
Right.
So you're checking them out on their thing. And then you're like, maybe I should add this person. And then I add them as they go.
So have you spoken to anyone on there?
A few people.
Interesting. I'm gonna have to get on there. No, honestly, I don't know. It's just too much talking for me sometimes. I'm just like, oh God, everybody in a chat. So I'm just.
I think in Clubhouse you have to be in a particular energy space. Mm-hmm. I feel like listening to the same. Sometimes the conversations it's the same thing. It's the same thing, right? And it's like some people are really angry, and sometimes people don't realize that energy gets pushed onto you. So like there's like weird debates about like are black men envy of black women, and like like those type of conversations, it's not gonna go well.
It's there.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Don't put me in them kind of conversations, please. I don't want to talk about that. Don't add me to them conversations.
I should ping you on Clubhouse.
I listen to some people, and I'm like, some people's group, like some people love the sound of their own voice, and they just talk and talk and talk and talk, and I'm like, nah, I'm a twin. And
I find some people on Clubhouse too just come on there to argue, like they just come there to disagree on situations that sometimes it's not even necessary to have this argument. Like I remember one time they were talking about, I ended up. Why do black men date white women? Right? That was the topic. That's what a conversation was,
that's
and that's it.
Triggering.
It was a very triggering conversation, room. Right? Mm-hmm. And then they brought colorism into it, and that is like
an entirely other conversation,
right? So it ended up being more of an argument. So a light-skinned person was commenting like, "This is not what we're talking about," and then they told her to shut up because she's light-skinned and she doesn't know
what they're talking about.
But she's just trying to, because
she's trying to stay on task. Like we're talking about.
That's what she was.
White women this time.
Yeah. Why are we putting this whole like? And I got it, and I got both sides. You know what I'm trying to say? I got that the person was saying like, we have to look at all aspects, but it wasn't the time for that.
Right.
So, anyways,
girl, that's a whole other topic. Okay. So let's go through the different stages.
Yes.
And I know, especially living in Toronto, everybody calls dating talking. You're talking to this person and you're talking to that person. And it's very loosely used.
Yes.
I feel it's loosely used so that you can dip and, kind of dodge and weave out of whatever situation you're in. Because if it's something that's not really going well, you'd be like, oh, we were just talking.
Yep.
And then if it's something that you get caught doing, you'd be like, oh, we were just talking. Like, but then if you are with your brethrens and you're like, oh, yeah. We and I are talking still. So it's like, it has different connotations every single time, but we're going to break it on down.
Yes.
Because talking cannot mean 5 different things.
No, so I'm going to tell you, talking means we've exchanged numbers. We do things on a friendship level and maybe even have sex. We're testing to the waters here to see if there's interest. That's talking. Ladies. That is talking.
May or may not involve sex. Definitely does not involve commitment. It's just getting to know them. You're just kind of getting to know this person to see if this is somebody that you would want to go to the next level with. Right?
For me personally, the talking stages is when I'm going to decide if we're just fucking or if it's going to be a serious relationship.
Right.
I nip it in the butt right then and right there. So if a man, when I'm talking to you, I'm someone who listens to everything you say and I take it seriously.
Me too.
You feel me?
I'm very keen on what you say, how you say it, what you don't say. I pick up on all the things, the spoken cues, the unspoken cues, everything.
So if you say to me, like if I just meet you and you come and pick me up and then you tell me I'm not looking for anything serious, I'm not looking for a relationship, let's see how it goes. Let's see me. My mind at that particular moment is like, okay, this is the direction you're going. I don't bring you into the dating stage, the dating exclusively. We're just gonna have sex, and that's it.
If that.
It's true. Because sometimes I won't even call you back.
Sometimes you're not even getting the call back because.
So wait, next. Have you ever started talking to a guy, right? Mm-hmm. What was one of the things that a man has said that just completely turned you off in the sense that you're never talking to him again?
So one of the things that really turns me like this is like if I'm looking at them as like a potential mate.
Yes.
Religion.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so explain.
I'm not religious. I believe in God. I'm very connected that way, but I'm not religious. And so I sometimes feel that when guys go off on religion and start talking about, when they talk about it in such a way that makes me feel like they are brainwashed a little bit. And again, this is my opinion. I tend to be like, wait a minute. We're going to have fights.
Right.
So I'm not going to go there.
Okay.
I shouldn't say I don't believe. I think it's possible for you to have different faiths and coexist in a relationship. I've seen it happen throughout my life, throughout my family. I've seen it happen. But I don't want that.
Okay. I get it.
I would like, I want somebody who sees things the way I kind of like shares that view with me. Like, we believe in God, we pray, we're spiritual, we live a good life, we do the right things, but we're not necessarily subscribed to any particular religion or ritual.
So like you can go to a church and get prayers, you'd be okay. You can go to a mosque, you're okay. You can go to a Buddhist temple. Are you open to that, or are you just saying that you're just...
No, I'm not going to any of those places. If you are christening a child and you want me to be there, I'll be there. If you are getting baptized and you want your friends to be there to witness, I'll be there.
Okay.
But I'm not attending church to appease my partner.
Okay.
I'm not doing that.
Okay. I get that. Okay.
You know what I mean?
I feel that.
So that was one of the things that he was just going, I was like, oh, that's, we're not compatible. We're not.
You know what will not get you to get me to take you seriously or call you back is when you go onto my Instagram and you tell me that I go out too much.
Oh.
Or...
Girl, that's every guy.
Or... No, actually. And that's the crazy thing. And the ones who don't comment on me going out are the ones who will get these goodies all the time. Yeah. Guaranteed. And I don't even think guys even realize it. That's how I rationalize it. Oh, you go out enough, eh? You go out enough. You know enough mans, eh? You're always with the mans. Like that. I don't know what it is. It's like my pum pum shuts, my mind shuts, and I'm done. Or will they'll comment like, "Oh, you guys were drinking. Oh, you guys drink." Like those type of
judgmental man. Yeah, is a bitch.
So on that talking phase, if I see those signs, I'm not calling.
You're not going any further. Yeah, no. I feel the same way. Like I don't want anyone judging me because I don't judge people.
Exactly.
I let people be, and that's why I'm very like fluid in that sense. Like fluid, wrong word, but I'm very understanding in that sense. Like I don't need anyone to follow what I think or do what I do or whatever the case is. I let people be. You know what I mean? But don't cast your judgments on me because we gonna fight. Not the good kind of fight either.
I just don't understand. Like, I think one time we have to bring some men on here because I would like to know what it is that inspires them to comment on their judgment. You know what I'm trying to say? Like,
they're entitled. They're men.
They feel, but it's like you could have two baby mothers or a wife
and a girlfriend.
Exactly. I know that I talk to guys who I make way more money than, and you have never heard me ever make any type of judgments, like assuming certain things without getting to know. So what I want to know is what decides for a man to say that they feel that they want. You're trying to talk to me and you're worried about me going out, then don't talk to me, bro. Like, that's just what it is. If you want a girl who stays home, then that's who you should be sending those messages to. Like, don't send a message to a girl who goes out and just think because you're talking that she's gonna change her life for you.
Her whole life.
There's nothing special about you. Like, that, and like. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
And it goes vice versa too, because there's a lot of women who meet men out and about, partying. Mm-hmm. They out liming with their friends all the time. They have a social life. Like they socialize. And then as soon as they get into a relationship or they have a kid with them or whatever, all of a sudden they want the man to lock down. Like, yes, you have to make changes when you're in a relationship. By all means, you have to compromise a little bit. But you can't change your entire existence and change all the things you like and all the things that you enjoy doing just because you now have a partner. That's why I say you have to find people who are like-minded. Like, don't try to change somebody. Just find somebody who likes what you like. Yeah. You know what I mean? You should, like, for me, I need a man who likes to party too. I want a man who will dress up and be like, yo, babes, let me go and get a drink now. Let me go and, you know what I mean? Like, I like that shit.
Can you imagine? You can go
and get dressed. Like, you know what I'm saying? I want a man who's, I don't want somebody who's locking me down in the house and acting like, so it's Friday, so you can't just chill out and watch a movie. I don't like TV, dog. I don't like the TV, so I'm not trying to lock down and watch TV. They can do that sometimes, But more times, I want to socialize. I want to go out. We don't even have to go partying. But like, let's live
do something.
life. Can we come out of this fucking living room? Like, you know what I mean?
Can we go for a hike?
Can we go out? Yeah, can we go for a walk?
Something.
Can we go look at the lights?
Yes.
Like, do something.
Yes.
Go for a drive.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
So ladies, that first phase is talking. Yes, you can have ideas of where you want it to go, but you need to, I feel like, woman, we need to bring it down. Just bring it down and let's go with the flow.
Don't get wrapped up too early.
Don't get wrapped up.
Stage.
No. So the next one
don't lock off.
No, don't lock. Yes.
Don't lock off because you're talking to a guy.
Have your options always open for you at any time. So the next stage is dating.
The dating.
So dating is we are spending time together, doing various things, movies, going to dinner as friends. Okay? I am going to say it again.
So then what's the difference then?
There's
if they're
dating,
both friends.
But they're dating and there's dating exclusively. We're going to get into the dating exclusively.
The talking is we're going out and having fun as friends. And then the dating is we're spending time together doing various things.
It says we've exchanged numbers, do things on a friendship level, and maybe even have sex. But you're testing the water. So I think talking is like the first week, the second week that you meet somebody. It's not, when you're dating, it's like a month or whatever. Time within the time spent with that particular person, right? So if you're dating, spending time together,
doing more involved things, I think.
With mutual interests and like, but they're saying that at that time, even though you're still dating that person, there's still no exclusive. You're not exclusive to that person. So the option still is there for you to date other people.
Yes.
So I think I was at this ladies' night one time and women were complaining that they're going online and they're dating these guys and nothing is lasting after the 3 dates, right? So I said to them, so you went on the date with the guy the first time and it was successful. So you just stopped going on dates with other people to see? Like you're supposed to be...
Because they like zeroed in on that one guy.
Right. So they zeroed on that one guy. And then what happens is that when it doesn't work out the way that they want it to work out, then they get very upset and they're angry and they say, but it's just like, no, like... Did the man specifically said to you, this is
exactly
he did. If a man doesn't say specifically to you, we're not exclusive, you're not exclusive. Like, I don't understand how hard it is to grasp that.
That's one thing that I will not do. You see, that's one thing my father always taught me, that if a man wants you, he'll let you know. And so when a man hasn't spoken and said, you know what, I want us to be exclusive, or I want you to be my woman. I don't want you dating nobody else. I'm not dating nobody else. I want you to be mine. Then you have grounds to feel committed or feel open to be committed. Right?
Yes.
But if they don't say that, assume they are dating other women, because they are. Girl, they are.
Look how much women there are on this planet. Like, let's
zero it into the city.
Just zero it in.
Like, to any city. There's more women than men.
4 to 1, I would say.
At least.
And
like 3 out of the 4 are bangers. So,
and they're checking.
He has options.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
And he's checking. And you should do the same. Like, I don't understand why as women we feel like, and you know what it is? I think it's like, if we're searching and sifting through all the bullshit on those online dating sites.
Yeah.
And then because you're shifting through all the bullshit, when you find that one person, you want that person to be yours. So I think maybe that's where the confusion comes.
And I think there's also a difference too, so from a woman's perspective, we look at that sifting through process as tedious. We're like, oh God, a set of flicking creeps and man, we have to sift through. Guys think that is like heaven.
Yes.
They're like, yo, there's beer, gal. We have to go through all of them, gal, to figure out which one. Like, they like that. Yes. It's a different approach to the dating scene. Yes. And I think that's why they enjoy it more than we do.
Yeah.
You know, I know society and religion and everything else has made it be that we should never see multiple men. We shouldn't sleep with multiple men. We shouldn't do all these things that men do and still be ladies.
Yes.
And I get that part of it. But I think we should still you don't have to sleep with everybody that you're dating. But I think we should be open to speaking to and engaging more than one man until you find the one that you and them are like, dang,
right?
That's yeah.
You know, like there's certain people that you meet. As soon as you lock eyes with that person, you know it's going to be on. Exactly. Whatever adventure it's going to happen, if it's going to last, if this person's going to end up being your soulmate, you just know at that moment. Yeah. Like, we have to stop forcing things that are not real. Yeah. So the next stage is dating exclusively. So we are dating. However, we have cut off all other people we're interested in to focus on us getting to know each other.
Exclusively. That means only for those who don't understand big words.
And can I just say, ladies, there are men and there are women who are going to say we are exclusive. However, there are signs that you need to pay attention to when someone tells you that they're being exclusive with you. So if you can't call them at any time of night, girl, you're not exclusive.
If you can't call them anytime, period. Anytime, anything, for anything, you could call them and be like, yo, I just ate this patty, bro. It was a bomb. Like, you should be able to call them about anything. If you can't call,
you know, I do test runs, right? I do test runs to see if this person will randomly answer at a random time of night.
But when you have like patterns, you have like
like if I know
patterns, like you know he's gonna contact you at certain times because that's when he's free. Yeah, that's either his shit break, or his lunch break, or his run to go get weed, or whatever the fuck. He's away from his partner, so he can call you. 7 o'clock every day. He can call you at that time. Yes. Why 7 o'clock? Why?
If he, and also men and women, if this person is only calling you during their work hours,
oh man,
you're not important. And it works even better for people who work the night shift. Because you really think you're having these night conversations with people, but you're just passing the time with them at the time. Yeah. And then you don't hear from them in the day. So you have to be very careful. You have to be, I feel like women, when we're in situations like this, I plead you. I beg. Start being, really look at the key facts. We need to stop. We need to stop creating these dreams in our minds that are not real. Let us look at the facts. I'm not saying be crazy and be like, oh, he didn't call me at 7 o'clock.
Yeah. You don't have to turn into like a crazy investigator, but keep your wits about you. You know what I mean? Have some sense. Be sensible when you're dating. You know what
yes.
I mean? I have like people that I know that have been dating guys, and like this guy had a whole woman. Now, always available to her, always there, available in every way, talking to her at night before they go to bed, on the way home from work, all these things. And she's like, oh no, he doesn't have no next woman because he talks to me. I talk to him first thing in the morning. I talk to him last thing at night. He calls me all during the day. This, that. He could never have a woman. Where the hell would he have time to have a woman? Right, Jen? He had a whole woman.
Wow.
A whole fucking woman. Okay?
You know that happened to me.
I understand. Like, you can't, like I said, you can't be a PI on everybody. And like, I'm not a person that's like, I'm not doing no fucking 2020 investigative and like report on no, like I'm not doing that shit. If I have to do all of that to keep tabs on you, then me and you is not supposed to be. But I am definitely going to pay attention to like
little things. I don't think your friend was being 100% honest though.
Probably not.
I can tell you because that situation happened to me. And I was talking to this guy. He was available all times, morning, night, evening, whatever. However, there were 2 or 3 times where he was completely unavailable and off the grid.
Yes.
And I'm someone I've had my weird moments. Yes, I've called someone 3 times. I will never forgive myself for running a man down. Like my brother's like, let the ego go. It's okay to show emotion. But for me, I hate it, right? But he would be available every time. But I remember there was one time we had plans to go somewhere and he just didn't show up. Period. And that's when I was like, and you know, I knew within myself that he had a girl, but I like, you know, when you meet somebody and that person is everything that you have dreamed of having in a partner. Like, we could chill, we can crack jokes, we bun a ting. The music interest was similar. Like, we used to make each other mixtapes. Those were the things that I was actually looking for in a partner. Yes. So when those little things happen,
you just brushed them aside.
I brushed them aside.
Yeah.
So we were talking for like a good 8 months, 8-9 months, met my friends, met my sister. The reason why he was available was because his girl was pregnant. Oh. So she can't go on road. She can't go nowhere. She can't go nowhere. She can't. And when I had found out, I mean, you know, it took me a while to wean out because, like, good dick is good.
Good. Cheers.
Can we listen. I am not this like overly sexual person. However, when a penis is good, I am willing to sacrifice a lot of things. This is why I'm not having sex. But anyway, when I found out, it was just a whole hoopla how I found out. It was just like a whole bunch of drama. And I messaged him and he ended up calling and making a big deal and coming to see me and having a conversation. You're a cheater. You know what I asked him? I said, right?
Come on, man.
And I asked him, I said, were you even ever planning on telling me? You know what he told me?
No.
He said no.
Of course not.
He's like, I'm going to see how far this can go. So I think he wanted me to get attached so that I don't leave and I can be that permanent side ting for the rest of my freaking life.
Yeah.
But see, this is the problem what men don't get about me. And I think that maybe my niceness confuses people. So I'm going to bring this back. Once reality hits me and I get the check and my mind triggers, it's a wrap.
Yep.
It's done. So I will forgive you because I forgave him.
You did?
I forgave him.
That's fucking me.
I don't want to, because I would tell you the reason why I forgave him, but then it would just bait out the whole situation. Yeah. And I'm not trying to have no one's baby mother come try to attack me. You know what I'm trying to say? But there was certain things that attach me to me where I feel like the universe actually brought us together for a particular reason. And it was my moment to say thank you to him. So I said, you know what? Bygones be bygones. Me and you are cool.
You're very mature. Oh my
God. Right?
That's very mature of you.
Thank you.
So cusses ass.
I said, all right. Took a couple of months. He had the baby. Sent me the picture of the baby. Congratulations. I'm telling you, once my mind changes like this, so him and I are cool now. We're just sending music, a little 1 2 1 2. One day he's like, he used to sell certain things. So I was like, yo, I need this and this and this. Dropped it off. Y'all, I have forgiven the 8 months of my time that he has ruined for me. He has the nerve to say, since the damage has already been done, we should still continue on and fucking.
What did you think he was going to say? Of course he's going to say that because you didn't light and burn that fucking bridge.
This is the thing. Men have to understand that they can't put every female in the same category. Yes, I know women will say certain things and they don't mean it, right? But you still have to test the waters to see if that is true.
He did.
He didn't.
That was him testing the waters.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
That was him.
That's him.
Testing the waters.
And he got just burnt.
We done fuck her again. We just fuck her real good. Let me fuck her again. And that's exactly him testing the waters.
And even with that, I let it go. I said, you're not getting this pussy. We're still good. Just give me what I need to get and keep it pushing.
I'd be like, just mail it to me.
Then he found out I was going to Cancun jump off. If people don't know what Cancun jump off is, it is during It is during Memorial Day weekend, and it is full of Black Americans. They just take over that whole Cancun strip, and they have like their organized parties. I can attest. I've been there 3 times. But he had found out that I was going to that. Mm-hmm. Imagine, this is a weird situation you put me in, and I said, okay, we're going to be friends. He messaged me, and And he said, "Oh, that's where you're going?" And I said, "Yeah." "Oh, that's why I could never take you serious. You're always out here doing this. You can't stay home. Da 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 da."
No, that's not why. It's because you had a pregnant fucking wifey. That's why you couldn't take me serious. Get the fuck back.
Right? I blocked him on BBM. Because remember them time, yeah? This man called my work, bro. He called my work. And I said to him, "Don't you ever in your life." And I think I scare men because they don't know that I have that dark side. And I do have a dark side. So I was just, and I can just switch. And once I'm turned off, I said, "Don't you ever in your life call this number, call my phone. I don't know you. You're dead to me, bro. Bye." Because you can't be the hoe.
Yeah.
And then make me the hoe.
He's ridiculous. That's what most men try to do. They try to take the whole situation and make it about, like, they just want to manipulate the whole thing. You know what I mean? No.
So
absolutely not.
The next stage is...
Next category.
Relationship.
So, the relationship. This is when you have made a mutual agreement between the two people that you're going to be a couple. You're going to be together. It's just you and them. It's just like them and you alone. All right. So we went through all the 4 things. So first you're talking. That's a period of time. You're talking for a little while.
Yes.
Getting to know each other. You go out. You spend some time. You might fuck. You might not. But, you're getting to know each other.
Yes.
Then you're dating.
Yes.
You're dating. You're doing a little bit more things. You might go to each other's house, cook a meal. You might go to see a movie, go to concerts, do little things, coupley like. But you're still not exclusive to each other. You're still just dating. Then you go into the dating exclusively, where you're no longer talking to anyone else. You're still getting to know this person. You're still kind of, feeling them out, seeing like it might be this, might be until like month 3, maybe 2 or 3. You're getting into month 2 or 3 and seeing, where things are. What are they like? Can you get along with them? You haven't had a fight yet, so you're still fucking dating, okay? Because until you have the first fight, you're dating.
Maybe I'm just too picky.
Let me tell you something.
If we're fighting within the 2 months, I'm not dating you.
I agree, but the way you fight determines if you can go forward with that person.
Okay,
that's how I feel.
Is it the way what they say?
Yes, the way they speak, the way you communicate. Your fight doesn't have to be an all-out brawl, like rip off the wig, ready to fight. Like it's not that, and it's not like saying it's not a verbal assault on each other. But you can disagree very passionately about something that you both feel very strongly about, and how you communicate with each other and how you resolve that determines if this is somebody that you want to move forward with, right? To me, I always want to see a man's temper. Always, 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 before I get exclusive, before I lock down, before I get into a relationship, I want to see what are you like when you're angry and when you're broke. Those are the 2 times. So honestly, I want to see what you're like, because those are the 2 really extreme situations where it brings out the worst in people. I know when I'm broke, bro, I am so quiet. I am a moody bitch when I'm broke.
How are you going to see that?
Time.
With time, I guess is true.
Only time. And that time reveals everything. So it's only time, right?
Yeah.
And then the last stage is when you guys are, and you're now officially in a relationship. You've gone through a little hardships. You might have 1 or 2 little spats, and you've gotten over them. You've recognized that, this person is emotionally intelligent. They're mature enough that I can actually have a conversation with them and get past things. They're not grudgeful. They're not childish. They're not petty.
Yes.
So you make the commitment to them, now you're in a relationship.
And congratulations to those who make it to that level.
Yeah.
Doom, 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 doom.
It's a big deal.
It is a big deal. And I have to clap y'all, especially during COVID, for you.
It takes a while to get there.
For you guys during COVID to be able to solidify real, loving, and beautiful relationships.
Good.
Because my patience is well thin. It's well thin. Like, people will message me, "What am I doing?" I'm working. Like, I know COVID, like, I have to
Most people are either working or online.
Not. Yeah. And at the end of the day, I can be grateful that I've been working throughout this whole thing, right?
Thank God
and
for
some
that.
people weren't.
Yeah.
So the messages that I was getting was just like, and I'm going to say this, Another thing that turns me off during that beginning stage, if I tell you some stuff, at least save it on your phone to remember. Don't fucking ask me the same freaking... Don't ask me at 3:30 every single day what the fuck I'm doing. You know what I'm doing. You should know what I'm doing after the third time.
I feel like either people don't pay attention or they have too many people to pay attention to. Too many people
on their line.
In order for them to remember what you're doing.
Girl.
You're like, what you doing? What you doing? And sometimes the other thing though is that some people use that as an intro to conversation.
It's fine.
Sometimes people just ask you, what are you doing?
How?
Knowing, like they know what you're doing, but they just ask what you're doing.
How about that? How about we change the word then? How is work going?
Right.
Or
how are you doing?
Or just say, how is your day going?
Yeah.
Because us women too, we have a line too. There are certain men I know I message just to check up to see how they're doing. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm bored. It's COVID. I ain't got nothing to do. There's one person I'm really interested in, but he ain't paying me no mind. But anyways, yes. Yes, you have to make sure. I'm going to say, while you're going through those phases and you're in people's DMs, keep your conversation or your messages very general. Don't be specific. Don't ask them what you doing. Just say, how is your day going? And with that person will be able to continue and have dialogue with you.
Yeah.
It's open. Keep the conversations open.
Yeah.
That's it. Don't be specific. And some of you men are wondering why some girls are not returning your calls or your messages is because you're saying the same thing every day.
Mm-hmm.
Every day. If you want the pum pum, memes are not the way to pum pum. I'm just saying. And you're not that cute.
Exactly. The other thing about the communication is like, if you're really seriously trying to build something with someone, then I suggest you pick up the phone and call them and speak to them. Don't feel that you're going to build a rapport with somebody over a text message or over fucking memes, bro. Memes are what your fucking followers on Instagram send you. 100 of them a day. So you do not stand out. You do not... It doesn't matter how funny the fucking meme is or how sexual or how whatever you think it is. It's not working, bro. I'm telling you straight up. I get memes from gal, from family, from my daughter, from everybody. You don't stand out sending me memes. And I'm definitely not building a rapport with a guy that I want to know seriously if all we do is text.
I do believe that guys, some men do feel that they are building a rapport with the memes.
They do.
I'm just going to give you guys a tip.
You're not.
Just because we like it and then we put
a laughing emoji.
Sometimes we didn't even look at the shit that you sent us.
More times we didn't actually laugh either.
We're just not trying to hurt your feelings. If you can continue dialogue, or just say, for instance, you have sent 5 memes to somebody, a female, right? I'm just gonna use.
And at this point, you're spamming me.
It's spam. If she's not asking you how you're doing, how your day is, whatever, and all you get is a laughing emoji, that is all it is. You're not it. Don't say, let me come over to your house. Let me bring wine. She doesn't want you, my man. She doesn't want you.
You're not building anything with anyone sending memes. You could send meme to... I have people that I don't even know. I've never met in my life. I've never spoke to in my life. Sending me memes on Instagram. You qualify as the same as them.
Yeah. But some people,
you're just a person online who thinks, oh shit, that's funny. Tasha will probably think that's funny.
That's it. That's how I look at it.
That's how I look at it.
Right?
So you're not standing out to me. You're just a regular meme sender. And I appreciate it because if it's funny, I'm going to fucking post it. But that's about it.
That's the furthest
I'm not going to even give you credit for sending me the meme. So don't think you're special.
No.
You know what I mean? I feel like you have to develop a certain rapport with people. You have to pick up the phone. It's old school, especially with older people. I mean, I know new age kids nowadays. My daughter's on, so I'm like, all day long. Oh, good for you. You can't. I don't know how you guys can get to know each other just texting all fucking day. I want to hear your voice. I want you to ask me how I'm doing. I want you to talk to me. I want to hear the inflections in your voice. I want to know how. Like, I want to be able to detect what mood you're in and get to know you that way. And I want you to do the same thing for me. If I'm gonna be something like doing something serious with you, you know what I mean?
But there is actually a thing called Tex-tationships. So this is like a romantic and intimate relationship between two people where text message is utilized as the primary form of conversation and communication. No, they are actually building a relationship through text message. They're not people. I guess maybe it's we're aging ourselves. I'm not gonna lie to you, Tash. I fall victim. I find myself in a lot of textations because
texting. But are you taking those guys seriously?
No, I'm not.
They're just filling space.
But sometimes I do. Like I will ask I will have some real in-depth conversations through text message, and I will give you my reason. Right? Mm-hmm. For me, my reason is that I'm talking to people all day. Right? I talk to people during my work day, and then I had the part-time job, and I was talking. And I don't know what happened after the second year of doing the two jobs of just talking. I just want to sift through what I'm sifting through text messaging. I don't want to hear your voice. Like, tell me what...
even a guy you're feeling?
Tell me what you want, man. Just tell me what you want so that I know. Because I'm not going to waste my time to go call you. When I'm done at 11:45, I am not... Sorry.
No, it's the mics.
Oh. I am not going to waste my time to call you after I'm done my shift. So if we're texting and I get to know your personality...
No, if this is a man that you're interested in, this is a man that you... Okay, you have to frame the picture here. This is a man that you're interested in building a relationship with.
Yes.
You don't want to hear from him? You want him to text you?
Just text me throughout the day.
Yes.
And then I will sift through, and then if you are eligible for the call, then I will call you.
Eligible for the call. What makes him eligible?
He can actually have a full conversation via text message. Because you know what? I can tell you this. There are a lot of men out there who literally... There are men out there who think they're smart. But then when you read their text messages, you realize they're not as smart as they state that they are. And I've noticed there's a lot of men who are on social media who hate on women, who say women don't have nothing to offer. Mm-hmm. But a lot of you guys don't even have dialogue to offer, which is sad. And I've heard the same way with women. Some men say, some women... when they're messaging, it's like WYA and they're not spelling out full things. And to some men, that's an issue.
You have to understand, though. I don't feel that that's a fair assessment.
I'm rude. I'm rude.
You know why? Because a lot of people don't. You're like, I'm one of those people. You're not building a connection with the person.
You can via text. I'm telling you, you can. This guy made my pom pom tingle.
I'm not saying you can't, but I'm just saying I'm talking about building a rapport and a relationship with somebody. I'm not talking about sexting, or I'm not talking about having a good conversation. You can have all kinds of good conversations, but what I'm saying is you being connected to that person. How can you possibly do that with no physical connection at all? You're not even hearing their voice. You're doing that exclusively through text.
No, you're hearing their voice.
When?
Sometimes. So Tex-tationship is your primary contact is text message.
Yeah, I know.
But you do talk on the phone.
Occasionally, but the majority of the time you're on fucking text. Well, that's fucking madness to me. That's crazy.
Just text me.
I am not one of those people.
Not waste my voice for young.
I need connection with people. I don't like, and that's how I am in general.
All right.
I don't even like necessarily only phone calls. I like in person.
To see you. I would rather text you in person.
What?
I like to see people more in person.
Oh, you said text them in person.
No, like, I would like to go from the texting and then just see you. Like, what are you doing today? And then we'll see each other. And then, because
I'm not saying you have to speak to the person all day long.
Right.
I'm not saying no text messages at all. But I'm saying if I'm trying to get to know a person, I'm trying to build, this is a person you don't fucking know. This is not somebody that you already have a rapport with and now you're just on text. This is a person you do not know. So I'm not going to spend all my time texting back and forth like I'm some fucking author. And then like Murder She Wrote fucking texting off. No, I need to talk to you. I mean, my thumbs get tired of that shit after a while. And a lot of men don't communicate well on text, first of all, because their hands are big and they cannot text fast enough to even answer you back. We're like, and they're like one sentence after we type a whole paragraph.
But how about if he types paragraphs though?
If he types paragraphs, he needs help. He needs to pick up the fucking phone and call me. Okay? That's the other
I can't stand you.
I am like, even, it doesn't matter who it is. I'm a person, like, I'll text because I know, like, our days are busy and, like, we're doing other shit, whatever. I can multitask. I can text and I can do stuff in between. Like, I'm not saying no to texting altogether.
So
But if I'm building with you, I need to hear your voice. I need to see you.
Okay.
I need to spend time with you.
Okay.
I need to touch you. I need to feel you. I need to be in your aura. I need to, you know what I mean?
So Tex-tationships don't work for you.
Absolutely not.
All right, well, anybody who's interested in dating Tasha, just don't even try the Tex-tationships.
You can text me initially to like, you know, and like I said, I don't want to hear from you all day either. Like, I'm not trying to say like, pick up the phone and like, what are you doing? Oh, how's your lunch? Or da-da-da. I don't want that
So
either.
if you're dating somebody, this is a very important question because I had a conversation with someone the other day. So if you're dating somebody, how many times a day do you have to talk to that person to be okay? Like, I told this person specifically, I'm okay with one time a day. Just call me in the evening when your day is done, and we can recap on your day. Like, I don't need to hear you throughout the day, whatever. And that person was saying that I'm messed up because one time a day is not enough.
That's for that person.
That's what I'm trying to say.
They need more contact in order for them to feel secure in the relationship. And you don't need to be made to feel secure in your relationship.
I don't.
Now, if I'm dating someone and we're just getting to know each other, whatever the case is, I would probably, once is fine. We touch base at night or we talk in the evening or whatever the case is. I don't mind if you send me a good morning text. I'd send you a good morning text, whatever, or you call in the morning, you know, to wish me a good day or whatever. I don't mind that. But
I think good morning texts are important.
Yeah, I don't have to talk to you every single day. You must talk to me 3 times a day. I want to hear from you every time you get a break. You must message me or you must call me. I don't need that.
No, we're all busy.
You're busy. You have life. Like, I don't have time to sit down and study man whole fucking day with the so they're paying bills.
I've been sitting here for 3 hours and he has not called me. Like, find something to do. Do knitting.
Exactly. I am way
find
too
a
busy
hobby.
to be studying
right?
man who hasn't texted me all day. Like, I don't have time for that. Now, the difference though for me is that when I'm involved and committed in a relationship with someone, I intend to speak with them more frequently.
Like, so what's frequent to you? Is that 3 times a day?
There's no number. It's whatever. Sometimes, some days it might be 1, some days it might be 4. It just depends on what's going on for the day.
I guess because they
might be popping off in the day and I'll be like, yo, bro, like this bitch at work, da-da-da-da-da, or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, it's different.
I feel you.
Now, that's your man. So that's your go-to. That's your best friend. That's who you're telling everything to. So you'll talk to them more frequently.
Yeah. But what happens if that is what you're used to, but he's really busy? Like, he is one of those guys who maybe is just a business guy and he's in meetings all the time.
Then I have to understand.
Would you be willing to accommodate for that?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Because some women aren't. And I have a male friend where his girlfriend broke up with him because he would text her throughout the day, right? But because he's in meetings and Zoom calls all the time, and he's usually the one that's leading the Zoom call, right? So he can't not be there. He can't be there all the time. Yeah. And the girl was like, and granted, he's doing well, but he wants to be at a particular point, right? And he knows she's doing her thing, and that's why he chose her. But I guess because of COVID, people have more time, you know. So she's upset with him because she wants to talk to him more
frequently.
But this is my thing.
Just understand.
You have to understand every situation can't work the way you want it to.
Yeah.
You know, and if you really like somebody and you really believe in that person and you believe in their vision, I believe that you have to stick with them. Yeah. However, so if it's once a day for you to be a supportive, for instance, you may not be a creative person, right? And you know it's COVID and we have beer time. Mm-hmm. Instead of asking him to call you 24 hours, why wouldn't you just ask him what help does he need? Because most times creatives are not organized with their files. They're not organized with their documents. Or maybe they just need someone there for a second eye.
Or some support.
Sometimes just come there with an open mind and just be there to help your partner.
That to me is when texting comes in. So you may not be able to pick up the phone and call me and chat with me, but that would be when I say, you know what, a happy medium is like, you know, we could talk after work.
Yes.
When you're done and you're free.
That's it.
But guess what? Can you shoot me a text during the day just so I know you're okay?
And I think that's what some men need to understand too. Like you can't just completely lock the person off because I'm sure you scrolled through your Instagram. You know,
exactly.
We see you on Clubhouse on that little conversation for 30 minutes. Like I take that 2 seconds to just message.
You know, you scrolled your Instagram. You liked up some big body thing.
Always a big body.
Time to do that.
Always.
You have time to do that, and that's the thing. Like that's what gets people like, you know, like,
irritated.
Oh babe, I was busy all day. No, because I seen you online, and you know what I mean. So that's when girls are like, well, you don't have time for me. You know what I mean?
That's why Instagram got rid of that option.
I was breaking up happy homes, honey.
Right?
But yeah, that's the kind of thing that to me is when you text. That's when you're like, you know what?
I think that's fair,
babe. I'm just thinking about you today. Or like I just got busy day. I just came out of one meeting. I'm hopping into a next one. Just want to make sure you're good. Love you or whatever the fuck.
Oh, if that's
you're not
true. That is nice
or whatever. But just
that's nice.
Send a quick little message. I'm gonna talk to you tonight, or can't wait to get in that pump tonight, or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like you about to get it in. But like, you know, that's when you send those little messages to keep the person going. Keep them, at least they know that you thought of them today. And that will make them feel
you're saying better. For some women, it's not necessarily the call, but it's just the thought process to show that, okay, you care about me throughout the day.
Yeah. Okay. You're not just out of sight, out of mind. And it's not only at night when you come to fuck, then you think of me. You know what I mean?
That's my problem. That's me. I'm a man. See, guys, I'm really trying to be more feminine. I am, but I will completely ignore you for the whole day and then message you to ask you. And that's when I'll ask you everything. Mm-hmm. I don't know how to do like midday text.
Miss Text does not know how to do a midday text.
It's either we're talking or we're not. So if we're not in a full conversation and I know you're busy, I'm not gonna waste my time. So
but we'll send a little message because you know how nice he's gonna feel.
I don't give a fuck.
He's gonna feel so nice just to get a message from you to say, "Hey babe." Right. I just thought of your big dick. Can't wait to see it tonight.
I do. I have to work on that. Yeah. I do. So friends with benefits is one of the additional ones in the phases of relationships that people confuse as actual dating, but it's not dating.
It's not.
So friends with benefits is it's not supposed to have feelings. Some catch them, but that's not the goal. And you must mutually agree. It must be mutually agreed upon. And it's strictly physical between two friends. So sis.
and bro.
Okay?
Because we're not going to get wrapped up thinking that it's only the woman. The men also get caught up in them pubes, okay?
That's why friends with benefits doesn't work for me. For some reason, I can't. It's either I'm in a relationship with you or I'm not. For some reason, friends with benefits, I know you've talked to me about it all the time. For me, if you tell me you're not taking me seriously, you don't look at me as a serious relationship, and I still like your dick, I'm not going to cut you out completely. So I will still keep you around. I will still treat you like a normal human being. We can crack jokes. You can come to my house. We can have fun. But that's where it ends. Once you leave, I'm not messaging you through the day. Yes. I may say you something unfunny, but a lot of men, for some reason, cannot grasp that I'm taking dick and
that's it.
taking the conversations and being nice and giving you food and doing all this stuff, that they feel like I'm trying to prove myself that I want to be wifed. And I find that they get disappointed when I'm not giving them 100%. So for me, friends with benefits don't work.
I don't mind friends with benefits. I'm good with that.
I wish
I
it
tend
worked
to
for
be
me.
similar, like I operate, people say, like a man, in that I can have my benefits and then don't talk to you again until it's time to have more benefits. I'm okay with that. Like, we don't have to be friends like that. We don't have to talk all the time. Like, hit up every now and then or whatever. But like, if it's next week, it's next week. Like, I'm good.
Yeah, and it's true. And some men think that women are the ones who are the problem, but sometimes it's you men.
It's the men.
You ruined me. You ruined me. I'm traumatized. I can't even have a little 1-2 joke anymore. I can't. It's bullshit because you guys want to control my life. I can't go here. I can't travel. I can't do this because
they can't control you unless you let them control you.
No, but the thing is, I never let anybody control me, but it's the comments that come with it. You don't just because.
Stop that right there.
Right?
Hold on. Not your lane, buddy. We'll
get it together.
Back in your lane there, because you're not.
Right?
You can't.
Right?
You can't.
So, what do you think about situationships? I want to hear your definition before I explain it to you.
So, situationship to me is similar to like a friends with benefits, but just a little bit more involved.
Okay.
I think you're not committed, but you act committed.
Yes.
So you're like in the relationship like mode. You do things like spend the night. You guys go out. You're the person that they'll call whenever they're going to dinner with their friends or whatever the case is. But you're not
their wifey.
A couple. Yeah, like you're not a couple. You're just a person that they have. It's like a pseudo relationship.
So what are the things that guys usually do to know that you're in a situationship? For me, I noticed is when a man doesn't introduce you as his girl.
Right.
If he says, this is my friend. Or if he specifically says, this is Malaysia.
Right. Yes.
If he says, this is Malaysia, you know you're in a situation.
Yes.
And just because he can bring you to his mom's Thanksgiving dinner.
Thank you.
He can bring you to all his boys. His boys will know you. But if you're in a situationship, if he hasn't defined you as his girl, you are in a situationship.
Yes.
So
things like when you guys are out at those events, there's no affection. Right? There's no cuddling, there's no kissing, there's no holding hands, there's no babe, you want to get a plate for you. None of that. You in a situationship.
Ooh, so it says it's less than a relationship, but more than a casual booty call. It refers to a romantic relationship that remains undefined. It is that space between a committed relationship and something that's more than a friendship. So you are in a gray area when you're in a situationship, and you have to be very careful with your feelings.
Yes.
Because
you got to be able to keep them in check. You really do, because it feels just like a relationship. Yeah. You're having sex with that person. You're spending time with that person. You're literally in that person's space and time all the time, just like a relationship. So if you're the type to get caught up in what you're experiencing, you could easily fall into feeling like you are in a relationship with this person. Yes. And you will have a very rude awakening if ever you were to utter those words. You will be...
Your heart will just be crushed.
It will just jump out your chest.
It will.
Because you will definitely be crushed when you finally get the realization that, we're just kicking it. Or we're just
did I you know the rude guy? Oh, did I you know how the men will be lying in their bed? Did I tell you we're in a relationship? Yeah. Did I call you my girl?
I don't even introduce you as my girl.
Yeah, why would you think that? Yo, you're crazy.
And you're like, but I met your mother.
You're delusional.
We've been to Christmases.
You're delusional. You're crazy. Woman, get it together. So what do you think is the phase that women get confused?
This very one. I think this is the phase where women get caught up. I think once it goes past the friends with benefits, and I think even in friends with benefits, women and some men get caught up. Yes. But I think once you start spending too much time with the person, it's easy for you to blur the lines. So you have to be able to stay straight, and you have to also be really clear about what you want. Because if you want a relationship, then situationships and friends with benefits is probably not the thing for you, because you're going to always feel like you know, like you're gonna feel like you're in something, and you're gonna catch feelings.
Yes.
Right? If you're a person who's not really looking or not interested in doing like having a serious relationship at that particular time, then you probably have more strength to manage it the way it should be managed, right? But if you're looking for that, you're gonna definitely catch feelings and you're gonna get hurt. So be aware. Be honest and be open and be clear about your intentions.
Clear and
with that person.
Pay attention like to the words that is coming out of that person's mouth, and make sure that their words are following on with action.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and make sure your communication is clear.
Yes.
Because I feel like with all these stages, in order for you to go through these stages, there's no specific timeline, but you have to make sure that you're open and willing to communicate. Mm-hmm. If you're not willing to communicate what you want, and then you're just pretending to appease that particular person, then you're not going to get anywhere with that. That's just my personal thing. So I guess that's our episode.
I think we had a lot. We had good. That was some good stuff we touched on.
The research. I even have more. We may have to come back and bring it back.
You know what? We just like you mentioned with Clubhouse, we would probably be furthering this conversation on Clubhouse and engaging with the other questions and stuff that we have. So keep it tuned to ChatBout Toronto, and we will let you know when we're furthering this conversation. But thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Was interesting.
It went by so fast.
It did. It really did. God. We talk so fast and so much, and it's like, damn, it's over an hour.
Yeah.
But listen, thank you so much for joining us. Please like, share, and subscribe our channel, and join us again next Sunday because we have all kinds of hot topics for you. So make sure
we back.
Take care, guys. See you later.